This is a machine translation with artificial intelligence of this deep dive. Following the line that Gabriel presented to us about the 5 stages that companies can follow to implement generative artificial intelligence, I want to share with you some case studies of how we have applied these concepts using Globant Enterprise AI. You can also see the GeneXus experience in Luis Murillo's talk, who tells about some internal projects where we applied Gen AI and learned a lot. As Gabriel mentioned, the first step for any company that wants to incorporate artificial intelligence is to become familiar with the technology internally. Dirisipan ko. Therefore, I'm going to start by telling an experience very close to us and the lessons learned in this process. A recurring challenge when implementing artificial intelligence in companies is to ensure data security. Globant, using Enterprise AI, developed a solution that allows taking full advantage of the capabilities of large language models, LLMs, without compromising data privacy. A secure and private chat environment, similar to GPT chat, communicates with LLMs through a customized API. In this way, we ensure that the information shared by the 30,000 employees is not used to train third-party models, such as OpenAI or Google. This solution revolutionized the way we work, giving us independence to choose and switch between different models without being tied to a single provider. It also allows us to control costs effectively while learning to work together with artificial intelligence to optimize processes and improve productivity. In addition, knowing that our data is fully protected ensures that we can rely on this tool to perform daily tasks, from quick queries to content creation and document translation with total security. The second step to be able to implement artificial intelligence successfully after having implemented it internally is to test and play with the different models. I want to tell you how the Inter-American Development Bank, the largest source of financing for Latin America and the Caribbean, modernized its access to information with artificial intelligence. The Inter-American Development Bank faced a challenge. Its thousands of contracts stored in SharePoint made it difficult for employees to find relevant information quickly, affecting their productivity. To solve this, we implemented an artificial intelligence assistant using Globant Enterprise AI, with the freedom to test different models to find the one that best solved their queries. This AI assistant, connected to the bank's documents, allows queries to be made in natural language and receive accurate answers instantly, thanks to the augmented generation by retrieval approach. The SaaS hybrid solution ensures efficiency and security by keeping databases and models within the bank while Globant manages the front end. Kantai. The success of the project motivated the expansion of the assistant, which will now be able to support more users, including 5,000 employees. With this implementation, the Inter-American Development Bank not only accelerates the flow of information, but also optimizes productivity and leads the way to a more agile and innovative banking. Imagine an organization with over 180,000 collaborators dedicated to saving lives that has over 150 manuals and procedures for volunteers to consult in order to fulfill their role. It is vital that this information is immediately and accurately available to everyone. This was the challenge that Lives Saving Queensland had in the Queensland community in Australia for its volunteers. For this purpose, a conversational interface was developed for external users with an assistant that can provide answers based on the information contained in the more than 150 manuals. This was done in natural language. This was able to provide information instantly, reducing the time and effort of the user's search. Artificial intelligence can be used in multiple areas of a company. Now I share with you how Montes del Plata, one of the largest pulp producers, improved the efficiency of its help desk through artificial intelligence. The company faced challenges in managing the high volume of inquiries with a small staff, which affected the quality of service. With Globant Enterprise AI, we developed an artificial intelligence assistant that works around the clock. This assistant automates frequent queries and integrates with Jira and Confluence to provide quick answers in natural language, including links to tickets and relevant documentation. The solution not only accelerated implementation times, but also improved team productivity and the quality of employee support. This project demonstrates how artificial intelligence can transform internal processes and optimize service in the forestry industry by integrating systems. Montes del Plata is now better prepared to face the challenges of the future. Now, I want to tell you how the collaboration between a major international bank and Globant was able to revolutionize technological modernization through artificial intelligence. The bank was facing a big challenge, which was to migrate its main system, built in COBOL, to a modern infrastructure. With over 60 million lines of code and high operating costs, the challenge seemed immense. Without immediate action, the risk of obsolescence was significant. Thanks to the partnership with Globant, the bank was able to see how to accelerate its migration to a cloud platform. Using advanced artificial intelligence tools such as Globant Enterprise AI, they were able to transform the codebase provided by the bank in record time. The Globant team began by analyzing more than 11,600 lines of COBOL, representing a typical transaction pattern. Using artificial intelligence tools, they understood the structure and dependencies of the code, ensuring that they could accurately document the business logic and processes embedded in the legacy system. Using Globant Enterprise AI, they extracted technical functional specifications from the COBOL code, capturing the business rules and processes, which they then validated with the bank's technical team to make sure it was right. Using artificial intelligence, they generated Java service prototypes based on extracted documentation. To speed up the process, the team leveraged the generated service prototypes and enhanced their workflow or development flow with artificial intelligence tools, significantly reducing the time required. The pilot project converted more than 11,600 lines of COBOL into Java microservices and was completed in just 4 weeks. It demonstrated a significant acceleration in the development process, reducing an estimated 560 hours of traditional development to just 105 hours. This is a clear demonstration of how artificial intelligence can reduce costs, improve your agility, and prepare your infrastructure for the future. This project is a model of how technology and innovation can change banking efficiently. These stories we share are a clear example of how, by following the right steps, companies can transform their processes, benefit from the great help provided by artificial intelligence, and achieve true independence in the implementation of artificial intelligence. The important thing is not only to use artificial intelligence, but to do it intelligently, with a clear vision of how to move from one phase to the next. These companies didn't just implement specific solutions, they built a solid foundation that will allow them to continue scaling and evolving in the future. If you want to go deeper into the path you should take in your company to adopt artificial intelligence, I recommend Gabriel Simone's talk, A Roadmap to the Adoption of Artificial Intelligence in Companies with Control and Independence. Each stage in this journey is not only about adopting technology, but also about integrating artificial intelligence in a strategic way, always maintaining control over costs, security, and above all, the ability to adapt models and suppliers to the real needs of each company. So like them, I invite you to ask yourselves, are we ready to take the right steps, follow the roadmap, and lead our organization towards the independent adoption of artificial intelligence? We are here to help. Contact us when you want to explore this path. See you soon.